Hey y'all, this is Candace Lynn. How are you today? Well, I'm hanging in there. I'm tired. It's the day before 4th of July. I actually have the day off tomorrow, so I'm a little surprised because I don't remember really ever having a job where I had all a day like this off. So I'm really excited. Everybody said, what is your plans for the 4th of July? And I'm like, I don't have any other than probably cleaning my house and hanging out with the dogs. And if you know what it's like, the weather in the South is so horrible. So there's no getting out during the day because it's so hot and so humid. And I don't like to be hot. I don't like to be cold. There's just not a happy, fall is a happy medium for me. Yeah, I love fall. Fall is my favorite, fall and spring. But like I said, here the summers are brutal, and so I don't like it. So tell me what the weather is like in your area, and let me know in comments what it's like down wherever you are at. Like I said, I'm in Arkansas, so it's a little hot down here. So there's no getting outside during the day. But most of y'all know I am new at this YouTubing thing. I have always wanted a YouTube channel, but I never did it. You know, I tried, I thought I'm gonna do this one of these days, and I know my children probably think I'm crazy, but you know, it took me 50 something years to get to this point, so it's okay. So I thought I would sit here, try out my new ring light, and I apologize that it's in my glasses, but I cannot see without them, so I'm gonna have a little bit of a rainbow ring along with my rainbow glasses. And I thought I'd sit here and share a cup of coffee with y'all and just chat and let you know what is going on in this brain of mine. Well, most of y'all know that like I said, I'm in my 50s and I've kind of jumped on this train. I watch a lot of YouTube. I don't watch TV. I own a TV. It's sitting over there. But I don't watch a lot of TV. Mainly I watch my iPad and I watch my phone. And I like to watch YouTube. I love YouTube channels. And I like any kind of YouTube. I love documentaries. I also like true crime stuff like that. I watched one tonight. It was really interesting. I like true crime, and I like watching self-help. I'm really big into Mel Robbins. I like her. As a matter of fact, she has an episode about ADHD, and I am so grateful that I found that, especially women in our 50s. We've kind of are the overlooked women when it comes to the ADHD spectrum, I guess. I don't know how you would explain it. I do have a background in special education, but it's just totally lost my train of thought there. But anyways, I've watched her, so I love her videos. She's one of my favorites. But thankfully, because of one of her videos, I finally understood how my ADHD brain works. I've known since I was a young child that I was different, was always kind of quirky. I like to be, I'm kind of an introvert, but yet I'm kind of an extrovert. You know, I can adapt either way. I don't really like being in crowds unless I'm forced to be, and I have to be. Anyways, yeah, if you ever get a chance to watch that, she talks about the 6 signs of ADHD in women, and it really opened my eyes. And so anyways, I got medicated last year, and I never wanted to be medicated. I found out when I was 40 that I had ADHD, and I didn't get medicated because I had 2 young kids at home, and I'm thinking, I don't have time to take medicine. I'm running around, I'm working, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, and I work a full-time job, and I am the Cub Scout leader, I'm the Girl Scout leader, I'm the dance team coach. I've always had things going on. Kids were in sports, kids were in cheerleading, So I never stopped. So, but now I look back and I think, oh, that's why, because I was constantly keeping my mind busy, because that's just how I rock and roll. And a few other things. I was in a marriage that wasn't the greatest. I wasn't happy in my marriage. So my kids and anything else they did was kind of my outlet. And I just stayed busy. I stayed busy so I didn't have to be at home. And I don't know. There's a lot to me. I'm just really quirky. Not in a bad way though. I mean, I'm really proud of myself. I've come a long way. In 58 years, I've come a long way. I do tell people a little bit about me. I was married for 30 years, well, 26, but we were together almost 30 years. And I tell everybody, I married the love of my life, and I divorced the love of my life. And a lot of times I think I would still be married, but I don't know. And I always tell my kids, I will always love their father. I will always love him. Simply because, well, one, I tell he was the true love. I divorced my true love, and I married my true love, and I divorced him. I probably still harbor some feelings, but it wasn't it was very toxic. Toxic for him, toxic for me, toxic for our children. So when I decided to leave 10 years ago, and now that I think about it, it's been 10 years ago, when I decided to leave, and I was told I would never make it on my own, that I would never make it on a $10 an hour job. And I did. I had a rough time. I really did. And I walked away with my one son my kid was in college, and then my daughter was at home, and I walked away with my daughter, my 2 dogs, and my vehicle. And I moved into an apartment, which he did help me get it. But we had been together for so long, and I think we both were just kind of, it was amicable, and it was rough, and it's still. Because I tell people now, dating in your 50s, which I don't do, I've tried, and it doesn't work. It sucks for me. And I've told people that sometimes I think I would have just stayed married if I knew that it was so hard to date in your 50s. But then again, that's a lie. I probably wouldn't have. But I went on. He went on. He remarried. I didn't. I wish him all the happiness in the world, and I would not wish him anything less than that. Now, he might tell you a different story. I think we better take a drink on that one. But life is funny, and I tell myself I've come a long way. And it took time, and you just have to heal. So back to starting a YouTube channel, I really didn't know where I wanted to go with it, but then I thought to myself, just be you. Just be Candace, just be the person that your mom and dad raised. Be that quirky young teenager that was always so different to everybody else. Like I said, I lived in my own little world. I had friends. I don't think I was popular, but I did things, but I also was very to myself when I was at home by myself. Dancing was probably my favorite thing to do, was my outlet, was my therapy. I did a lot of dancing, and I tried out for a dance team when I was in high school. And that was just probably my saving grace, because I sucked at being a student. I was, I was a BC student. I wasn't the AB student. My friends, thank God, I had amazing friends who helped me, and I had amazing teachers that pretty much now look back and they understand me. They look, what teachers I had then, they look at me and they go, oh my God, now that explains a lot of how you were when you were younger. So, yeah, so the whole ADHD thing was there when I was younger. It wasn't until I became in my 50s before I got medicated. And I thank God for it every day. Some people say, oh, why would you do that? But then other people are like, oh my gosh, I'm so proud that you finally did something. And it was a saving grace for me. And sometimes I think if I would have just got medicated, I would have probably still be in my marriage. No, I wouldn't. No. No, I'd probably just gotten smarter a lot faster. I'd have probably made decisions a lot faster than it took me. Like I said, I was in that marriage for 26 years. And we were together like 4 or 5 years before that. And things change and people change. I changed, he changed. We had kids. My sole purpose, I just focused on them kids, and taking care of them and raising them. And he had that focus on them, but he also had focus on other things. He was a provider. He had to take care of us, and we had a business. And, he also did his thing too. Like my mama always said, he works hard, but he plays just as hard as he works. So he liked to go a lot. But that is a whole nother story, and like I said, I'm not getting into that. But I just want to kind of introduce myself to you. Like I said, most of y'all know I'm starting this channel from scratch. I know nothing about editing. I have been learning. If you have any ideas of what you want me to share with you, I'm an open book on most things. And you can just drop them down in comments. And I would love for you to subscribe because I am starting out. I think I have 17 subscribers now, so I'm pretty psyched about that. So if you want to just give me some comments down in the bottom. I tell people that I kind of focus on pets. I've been a foster. I've fostered for local rescues. I've fostered about 40 dogs in about the last 3 years. I fostered them until they found homes or they were taken to another state and adopted. So that was kind of my true calling after my kids left, after the empty nest. The fostering really helped. Of course, I have 3 of my own, and one's over here snoring, so I apologize if that is like loud. But Zoe is 15 and she's over here snoring. So I will introduce you to my dogs someday. I do have a video of one of my dogs, and it's in my playlist, and it's a short, I believe, and it's of Trixie. And I can tell you the story about Trixie, but we'll do that another time. But I just wanted to kind of introduce myself and get to know you as well. And I would love it if you would subscribe and just share me out. And my goal, I would love to share more about being over 50. I told you, I'm an open book. I'm over 50. I've been single for about 10 years. I think I've dated 2 people, maybe 3 in those 10 years. I'm just kind of a workaholic. I have ADHD, and I try to keep my mind busy, keep myself busy. And I work as a secretary in a funeral home now. I got to a point in my life that I was just very, very exhausted mentally and physically, because I felt like I have always had jobs where I've saved people. I've worked in human services, social services, and I decided I just was ready to slow down. And I had an opportunity to take this job, and this is just a whole new level of my life. Things are a little bit calmer. the economy still sucks and I still struggle to make ends meet, but that's okay. That's just part of life. But I'm in a good place in my life now. If I could just get my house clean, but again, that is an ADHD thing that I blame it on. I'm not a filthy person. I have lots of stuff and I'm slowly getting through it. So my focus is to just let you peek into my life. I hope that I can make you smile, make you laugh. I don't want to make you cry, but share with me, what have you went through? What do you want to know about me? Because I believe that life is about lessons, and I believe we learn from people. And I told you, there are so many people that I have learned from, and Mel Robbins is like one of my favorites. I love her, and I've learned a lot from her videos on YouTube. So I'm going to make this short, but I would love for you to subscribe and hang with me and join me on this journey, because I have some other ladies that I have been following. I think one of them I think they're both named Jen, Beautiful Life Sage, and then Jen. And then there's another Jen that I like to follow, and I think she's Silver and Solo, or Solo and Silver. I'll link them so y'all can, and they've kind of inspired me. And then there's another one I just found the other day, and I think her name is like Wild West. If I find her, I'll link her too. But I think we're just kind of a group of women that are just at this time in our life, and we kind of just want to, I think we just kind of want to let the women, the future women that will be approaching this age, to not be scared. I mean, I know when I seen my mother at this age, I was thinking, oh my God, she's so old. She's so old. And she's bleh. But I don't think I'm in the same frame of mind as my mother was, which I was this age. I don't know. Seems different. I mean, I feel like I'm younger. I feel in my mind I'm younger. Mom was just mom, but that's just maybe how my kids look at me too. They probably think I'm just, well, they do. They tell me, you're so old. And really, we're not. We're not. I mean, we're just, the rest is still unwritten. We still have a life to live. And what better way to do it is out loud, for those future generations to go, hey, I can be 50 and not be scared. And not worry, and know that I can. The hardest thing for me is to learn to love myself, and know and learn to know that I can take care of me. And it's like I told somebody today, and I'll leave you with this. I said, somebody said something to me about meeting somebody or having somebody, and I said, it's not that I need a man or need somebody. I want somebody. I have the desire to have somebody to do things with, go out to dinner, go do things. But I don't need anybody. I mean, I tell people, I said, I pay my own bills. I work. I don't need anybody to help me. But I would like, and I want somebody to hang out with. But that's okay, because I have my 3 little dogs, and like I said, I'm kind of introvert, extrovert, whatever you're. When I come home, I put on my comfy clothes, which this is the most amazing thing. I just found this on Amazon the other day, and I bought it. It was on sale, and they have every color. See, squirrel, because I love talking about clothes and shoes. But these are so nice, and I will link them also. But these are so nice. They're so comfortable, and I really think I'm gonna dress this up and wear it to work. Yeah, it's got elastic pants. So I do like to do stuff like that too. So anyways, I leave you with this. Again, thank you for hanging out with me. And I'm Candace Lynn. That's what my mama called me. And that's my name, and that's my channel. So if you'd like to know more about me, or even just join the journey with me, I would love to have you along. So thanks again for hanging out with me. and we will talk soon.